When you think Tampa, Florida, what do you think of? Cigars? Pirates?
Strip clubs!
Strip clubs? How about the Cuban sandwich? Let's make one. So what is a Cuban sandwich? It's probably one of the greatest examples of what really does make America great. When you think of any culture and you want to learn and experience any culture, what's the first thing you do? You go for the food, right? You know, I'm feeling Italian, Chinese food, Indian food, food of every variety. That's our first experience with a lot of other cultures besides what we grew up with. The Cuban sandwich is a great example of this. Because if you want to learn about Tampa, learn about the Cuban sandwich and you'll learn a lot. Our ingredients for this are Swiss cheese, dill pickle, mojo roast pork, baked ham, Genoa salami, and the most important part, what ties this all together, Cuban bread. This stuff is truly amazing. Another thing I forgot to mention and don't have on this platter here is mayonnaise and yellow mustard. You don't want to use the spicy stuff, mayonnaise and yellow mustard, and a little bit of butter. These simple ingredients are a great example of the melting pot that America really is. You think about it. You have the salami, the Swiss cheese, the ham, the pickle from the European countries and the European influence. You have the mojo pork and the Cuban bread from the Hispanic and Cuban population that's still prevalent to this day here in Tampa. This sandwich was for the working people. This was what the average worker would want to have when it was created. And it was a great example of cultures mixing to make something truly amazing. Now the first thing we're going to do is slice up the pickle. Dill pickle has to be dill. You can use the pre-sliced ones, but if you can get good whole dill pickles and slice it yourself, it's always better when you cut it yourself. It's got a snap to it. We want to get thin slices because we're going to lay this out on the bread. And I think that should be good. This knife from Skallywag Tactical coming in clutch with the thin slicing. Look at that. Beautiful. You can check them out, skallywagtactical.com. And if you place an order, make sure you tell them that Roger Nelson sent you in the comments section. Okay, so we got pickles sliced. Let's cut our Cuban bread. Okay, so this one's got a little bit of a hook in it, but that's okay. All right, let's assemble this bad boy. First thing I'm going to do is put a layer of mayonnaise on it. Don't be cheap, don't be shy, but also don't overdo it. Do this on both sides. Don't worry about putting mayonnaise on a hot sandwich, which this is. We're going to press it. We got a mayonnaise. Next, yellow mustard. Now we build. I want to put Swiss cheese on both the top and the bottom and let it glue everything together. Next, mojo pork. Now this mojo pork I did not get at a deli. I made this myself. I made the marinade. And the reason why it's not part of this video is because it was kind of a test kitchen experiment to test out my mojo recipe. So that's coming soon. Next thing I want to put down is my ham. Pretty long ham, so we'll just kind of put her like that. Salami it up. Now there's a heated debate as to whether or not salami belongs on a Cuban sandwich. I'm here to say it does because it's absolutely delicious. Now we're going to put our pickles, a little spot over here like that because it's a pretty significant sandwich. The bread's a little crooked, but we're going to straighten that out in a second. You get over there. All right. So we got this big old sandwich that doesn't want to cooperate. So we got our sandwich built. What's next? We're going to press it in a frying pan on the stove. I got a nice heavy pan heating up. It's going to be just below medium heat. You want it to toast, you want it to flatten out, but you don't want to do it too fast because you want to get all the insides hot and delicious and the cheese melty. So a little bit of a lower temperature. I'm going to use some butter to help us along and give some flavor. Get just a little bit of butter in there. You don't want to get it too buttery because, again, we just want everything to get melty and delicious. So place this right in here. So now I said we're going to press it. I have another heavy frying pan that's clean on the bottom, and we're going to put this and just let the weight push it down. If you have a panini press, that's the perfect thing for this. I know everybody doesn't have one, so that's why I'm doing it in a frying pan. I have a panini press and I love it. If you don't have one, you can do it on the stove just like I'm doing it now. Now, another important thing with this is you want to flip fairly often because you don't want it to toast too far too fast. Now I'm going to give it a little spin. Get some butter, that's hot. Put this pan back on. And as I said, we're doing this on just below medium heat because we want it to slowly toast so it heats all the way through and everything gets melty. So good. I'm like, this is one of my favorite sandwiches. I never knew about it till I came down to Tampa. Now it's like everywhere. It's amazing. Give her another flip. Oh, losing pickles. All right, so I just flipped this again. I'm going to set the pan back on and keep pressing it and heating it. And let's give her another flip. Can you hear that? That's getting us where we need to be. Now the pan on the top is just for weight. Some people use a foil wrapped brick. I don't like to have bricks laying around my kitchen, so I'll go with a heavy frying pan. It's getting there. It's just about done. It's on its last rotation on the side it's on. We're pulling it off and taking a look-see. All right, we are done. Let's move it over here. Take it off the heat. Oh, listen. Let me get this out of the way. So you're not hearing that. But she's beautiful. I mean, absolutely amazing. Now let's give her a cut and see how she did inside. Look at that. It's beautiful. There you go, folks. Cuban sandwich. Delicious. Simple. Yeah.
All right, let's taste test this puppy.
Oh. You know what's my favorite time, right? Actually, you know what? Because I'm sloppy. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Indeed. I don't think I'm going to share this with the kids. No. What'd you say? You're going to make me share it.
Yeah. We're going to forcefully share it.
Let me check my magic 8-ball. It says, no. So there you have it, folks. Tampa's superstar sandwich, the Cuban sandwich. Absolutely amazing. You should try making it for yourself. The ingredients are available almost everywhere with the exception of the Cuban bread. And if you can't find that near you, you can use Italian bread or a French bread. Just make sure it doesn't have seeds on it. And press it. So good. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell. do all that jazz. We really appreciate it. Comment down below if you liked it, if you hated it, if you tried it, if you don't want to try it. Also, if you want to see me cook something, throw it down in the comments. I read them, I respond. So if you want me to cook something, drop it in. Appreciate you watching. Sugar, salt, fat, and booze. Who wants a Cuban sandwich?
You want to stop it?
You can stop it.